heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi everyone, how are you today? I just wanted to, give my opinion on this Cardi situation, which I find very disturbing. So I just, okay, I find this Cardi situation so damn disturbing, but I'm looking for one particular video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Hang up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I just need to text this person. Hold on. All right. I I I don't know which one this one is. So I have to upload it again. This particular one because I she did it the best because I feel bad about reposting, okay, the whole thing. I feel bad. I'm not the one. So I feel bad about reposting the whole thing. Let me see if I have it here. That's the one. No, I don't have it. Sometimes I post things, I just don't know where it is. All right, let me find it. Let me upload it. There are just some things that I don't want to appear on my podcast for the rest of my life. So somebody like recapped it so much better than me. So we're gonna listen to her version, even though I thought I uploaded it, but I didn't. We're gonna listen to her version. But while I'm waiting for it to upload, hi Irie. Hi Dee Dee. Hi Brown Sugar. Hi Cherie Love. Oh, so I'm gonna put up the banners. Um, I'm gonna put up all commentaries for entertainment, blah 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 blah. Let me put that one up. Let me get back to the media. So I am perturbed at the amount of ugly that this podcaster has put out there. Like the amount of ugly. I also think that she thinks she's cute, but I also see someone with a self-esteem issue that happened to get on a podcast that is quasi successful, but I see someone with the self esteem issue. And so, oh, this is it.
Okay, so y'all know how last week Cardi B released her long-awaited sophomore album and then also announced that she was pregnant with her fourth child with boyfriend Stefan Diggs. And then The Read dropped their latest episode where they talked about Cardi's pregnancy announcement, and Crissle critiqued her decision to have another child while coming out with the album and then promising to go on tour even though she would be only months post having a baby, in a way that people felt was pretty excessive and harsh, which turned into many think pieces on every social media platform on if what Crissle said was necessary, or at least the way she said it was necessary. Well, not only has Crissle responded to some of the backlash that she's getting online, but Cardi B has responded to what Crissle said on this episode, and I'm going to recap it all for y'all now. And in case you guys didn't catch what Crissle said on that episode, she first questioned Cardi's judgment as a mother, noting that she already has 3 children with Offset, a man she has openly said she hates and once admitted she wanted to unalive, while still not being divorced from him. Then she argued that Cardi choosing to have another child with a new partner that she is still, quote, getting to know was irresponsible. Then she suggested that Cardi's career was suffering because of her pregnancies, saying her post-baby performance after she had her first child had been boring, that she relied on gimmicks and dances rather than real stage presence, and then mocked her for possibly planning to have a surgery before a tour instead of truly rehearsing because she would be recovering from having a child. But the comments that she made that many listeners felt like crossed the line from just commentary to cruelty is her calling Cardi a dumb bitch and speculating that she could pass away from doing a mommy makeover that she hasn't said she was going to do after having this child. So, of course, this clip of The Read goes extremely viral, and like I said earlier, there were a lot of think pieces on kind of Crissle's delivery and what she was saying. A lot of people were not disagreeing with what she said, but how she said it, feeling like she was very parasocial with her commentary. With a lot of people pointing out that as a licensed therapist that they assume is seeing clients, Crissle should not be talking like that. But in a video that Crissle posted to her TikTok, someone responding to the growing criticism online, she clarified that she is actually not a licensed therapist and never actually planned to practice therapy, explaining that although she holds a master's degree in mental health counseling, she pursued it to better understand her own therapy, not as a career path, and therefore is not bound by therapist ethics or professional standards. And then insisted that her stance around, I guess, celebrities having a lot of children was consistent, pointing out that she had just dragged Nick Cannon and Cam Newton in the same episode for having children in chaotic situations. Then doubled down that her priority is always concern for children, not the celebrity parent, instead of her education in child psychology has only made her firmer in those beliefs. And then really kind of brushed off the outrage as largely coming from Cardi superfans, saying she welcomed the engagement and even admitted that it was exhilarating to have so many people angry at her at once. Then last night, while on a Twitter space, Cardi B responded to Crissle's comments directly. She said that while people are free to critique her music, fashion, or even some of her career moves, nobody could ever question her motherhood because it's a role that she takes the most pride in. Cardi then explained that she lives with her children in New Jersey, sees them every day, and has raised them to be affectionate and attached to her, which she said proves she's present in their lives despite her busy career. She also rejected the idea and assumption that her kids are being raised by nannies, pointing out that like any other mother with a 9-to-5, she sometimes sacrifices time away, but always ensures that they feel loved and cared for. And then reminded folks that when she went on tour when Culture was a baby, she brought her with her and continues to balance her career with her children's needs. Cardi also addressed Crissle's speculation about the plastic surgery she's had in the past after giving birth, saying that it was unfair for Crissle to claim she risked her life on the operating table when after giving birth to Wave, she waited 2 years before getting any procedures, and that since having Blossom, she hasn't had any surgery at all. Then she said what she found the most disturbing was Crissle's remarks suggesting that she might pass away during a mommy makeover, describing it as a dark and nasty thing to say about a mother of 4. Then she wrapped up her response stressing that her children are smart, loved, and have everything she never had growing up, and that while people may have their own expectations for how she should live, she is happy with her choices and will never let anyone diminish her pride in being a mother. Now, as of this evening, Crissle has not responded to any of the further backlash she's been facing online or to Cardi B's response to her, but I can imagine she might say something on this week's episode of The Read, so we'll see.
Hold on. So that's the recap without me playing the whole thing. Because to be honest with you, the whole thing was so graphic and so mean and so inconsiderate that I'm mad with Chrissy myself. And it kind of reminded me of the podcast I used to do with Sean. I don't know if you guys remember Sean. And he would just say the dumbest things about celebrities, like everybody was gay. That's not fair to every celebrity. And he would just point things out that he thought was funny, but it would not be funny. And over time, y'all like never really understood why I had to separate from him. But over time, it just got to be too much. It's too much. And my name is attached to you, right? I know how to talk about celebrities. I know how to put them down. I know how to read them. I just know, like, this is just my gift. There's not a Beyonce fan that has ever come for me. And the Cardi B fans that came for me this time was because I was calling her a lying Libra. Because you're pregnant, you're not pregnant. You're pregnant, you're not pregnant. So I was like, there we go, lying Libras. And everybody that came for me was like, Tracy, she never said she was pregnant. Like, what you doing? Like, why you minding her business? But they weren't bad comments, right? And it was one of those things where I was like, no, I don't think you guys understand. Like, I saw that she was pregnant, predicted it. Why she acting like she not pregnant? And I wish, this is the only time I wish celebrities would check in with the psychic, because it would have been gold. I told this to a friend of mine. It would have been gold if up on the stand she would have said, when the lawyer was like, so you're disabled when you're pregnant? It would have been career gold if Cardi would have said, bitch, I'm pregnant now. So yeah, it would have been a problem. You know what I mean? And then the internet would have went, ooh, 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 Cardi's pregnant, Cardi's pregnant. Instead, we got Cardi letting Donut take her out of her character at the trial, throwing something at him because she knew she was pregnant. And she hadn't made the announcement yet. That would have been the time to make the announcement. And I told y'all the only reason why I'm upset with Cardi is because you don't call another woman a nigger. That means you have colorist issues. And I don't like that. Now, will Cardi respect that? Fuck she is. What do you think Cardi's gonna do? Respect that. If I talked about Cardi's children, particularly the one in her belly that was put there by God, I wouldn't even imagine the karma that's coming for me, Crissle. I couldn't imagine. What somebody does between the sheets is what somebody does between the sheets. I don't care if they cheat. I once met a woman. She was grown, white woman, young girl. And she came into the store. I used to work out of a store. She came into the store and she said, I'm the product of an affair. And I said, get up. And I walked over to her. I said, get up. Let me hug you. Because you are not a product of an affair. You are passion. You were made because God wanted you here. Now, I have never seen this woman again a day in my life. I hope I made a difference in her life. I hope I made a difference in her life. I hope she went about life thinking, I was made from passion. Fuck an affair. I give two shits about an affair. The Bible is full of affairs. Like, y'all got this shit twisted. And let me tell you something. Let's get something straight right now, because we got to talk. I was just dating some jackass dude. And I told that jackass dude, cheat on me, I will find the next nigga on the block. I will find the next nigga on the block. And he lucky I didn't know his brother. I told him, don't try me. I'm not to be tried. I promise you, I will fuck the next nigga on the block and then I would fuck you. I'm not a virtuous woman. I'm not going to pretend to be a virtuous woman. I'm good if you're good. If you're not good, I'm cheating on you. And I will come home and motherfucker, you will never know it. So how come Offset gets to cheat, embarrass her? Y'all know how to talk about Offset, embarrassing her. Do you know how long it takes to get a divorce? I'm from Jersey. Like, everybody quiet. I'm from Jersey. Cardi just said she lived in Jersey. You know what Jersey says? You can be separated for 2 years before we let a divorce go through. What? I'm gonna see other men. And there might be an accident. Did y'all really expect her to have an abortion, Crissle? Not y'all, Crissle? You really expected her to have an abortion to put on a motherfucking tour for you? I cannot. I cannot deal with the audacity of a woman like Crissle. Don't let me bring up the fact that Crissle does not have a baby. Oh, she's 40 years old with no baby. She's 40 years old with no baby. Sounds like jealousy to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Like you're jealous. All right, let me see what my people says. Because it sounds like jealousy to me. They stay with the judgment. Thank you, Siobhan. BBB says, Cardi said Offset won't give her a divorce until she pays his taxes. Oh my God, Offset, you're so pathetic. And it's coming from a woman with no kids. Thank you, Siobhan. Yes, men are allowed to cheat, but a woman has to sit and hush up. Not me. I'm not famous. So imagine all you all that are not famous and y'all got 2 and 3 baby daddies. Who's talking? I'm sorry, judgment? Oh, I thought there was judgment out there. Oh, don't try, like, nobody knows me. I do warn every nigga that I date. I warn them. I warn them. I'm like, if you cheat on me without getting to know me, like, get to know me. And if we're not compatible, there's the door. You never have to come back again. But get to know me before you just let a bitch enter my space. Hell no. Hell no. And I'm saying it out loud. Some of y'all do it in secret. Not the one. Not the one. Hi, Purple Passion. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Destiny. That's it. You don't talk about my kids or my mom. My son is 36 now, so I'm well past. Don't talk about my kids. But there have been times where somebody will say something, it won't be about my job. And I would be like, oh, them's fighting words. Oh, look at you, Charm. Hi, sweetie. Your makeup looks really good today. Thank you. Girl, please. I'm a Leo. You know I'm going to do the makeup well. You remember that story? Yeah, yeah. And Cardi's response was so genuine. And you know what I thought about? That made me feel more bad for Crissle. Cardi was too calm. Cardi was too calm. Don't trust a bitch that goes off. Bat, 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 bat. All the Dominican music start playing. Bat, 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 bat. When they're calm, she done called her people in the Dominican Republic. Have her hair fall out. Please. Thank you. Crissle! Crissle! Why you talk about Cardi's babies? She got people. Oh my God, Crissle. I just wish people would call me. Hey, Tracy, I'm about to talk about Cardi B. Stop. No, nope. No, no. Cardi? No, no. Leave that to me. I know how to talk about Cardi. Cardi ain't coming for me. Rihanna's people don't come for me. Beyonce's but Beyonce's mother, she don't like me. She blocked me. Oh man. But I don't care. I don't care. The public will not come for me. They will not. They will not come for me. This last one, they were nice. They were like, she never said she was pregnant, Tracy. Look at you. Why don't you go mind your business? And I was like, all right, maybe I should go mind my business. I agreed with them. I was like, all right, maybe I'm the bitter bitch. I went on about my business. I had David to do. I got to do Jimmy Kimmel tonight. Like, I got things to do. Chrissy, you talked about her unborn child and then said, and her living children, and then said something about the operating table. I don't even want to repeat it. It was so fucking bad. Crissle, let me tell you something. Years ago, my brother got into like my brother, when my mama died, he was like acting like really out. Like acting like come on, it was all our mamas, right? And I said to my sister, you with the psychic energy, because I wasn't sticking around. I wasn't staying in Brooklyn. I was leaving. My sister lived next to him. So I said to my sister, I said, don't stand too close to him. I said, he's going to put that energy somewhere. He almost punched me in the face before the funeral. We were arguing about something, all of us. Like, we were arguing family. Everybody was arguing. As he was getting ready to walk out of my mama's house, my cousin, who since passed on, my cousin said, don't, like, called out his name and said, don't. And I said, let him go. He turned around to me. My brother turned around to me. I was sitting on a sofa. He was standing up. My brother turned around to me and put his hand in my fist, his fist in my face. And I thought, I'm okay with dying. I'm okay with dying. Y'all just gotta find the money to bury me with mama. And I just looked at him straight in the eyes. And he said, what did you say? And I repeated myself. I said, let you go. And I don't know what came over him. I guess he like understood I didn't say anything bad. Thank God he asked me. And he goes, my God. Oh, tomorrow. And then something came over him, which is, I know, was all the ancestors. I was not meant to die in that moment because you crazy. I know all the ancestors were like, not her. Not her. And he did this, and then he calmed down. He was still in the daze, though. He calmed down, and he turned around, and he walked out. I don't know if he remembers this, his fucking blackout, right? That was ancestors protecting me. Because my brother, over everybody arguing, was going to pick me. And let me tell you something. Oh, Lord, if he would have punched me in the face, I would be a vegetable right now. And I didn't get Tony yet. You see what I mean? I hadn't gotten Tony yet. So how was he going to take me down? I was supposed to get Tony. No, none of us knew this. None of us knew I was going to get Tony for 15 years. How the fuck was he going to take me down? My ancestors said, not today, bitch. Wait a few months. And I told my sister, I said, before I left Brooklyn, I said, don't stand too close to him. That means stay the fuck away from him. Didn't he punch somebody in the jaw and wound, I hate to say it, but he wound up in jail? Because he punched somebody in the jaw and broke their jaw. Now, I say that to Crissle. You don't know these people's ancestors. You gotta stop, people. You gotta stop. Unless we're living in the world in the 1960s where everybody actually gets married, winds up with disgusting husbands that cheat with everyone on the block, but yeah, she's married. Unless we're in that era where everybody gets married and everything's virtuous, we ain't never been in that era. That era don't even exist in the Bible. So I don't want to hear, because I heard y'all the last time I did. Tracy, she's still married. Offset knew he was married when he was cheating on her. He knew that. Why she got to remember it? Fuck out of here. All these rules. Cardi got a different rule. Offset gets to do whatever the fuck he want with his penis and bring that back to her. No. I'm not yelling at y'all. I'm upset. Crissle, you're trifling. Fuck out of here. You're disgusting and you're trifling. So listen to this. I got a good one on Crissle. Listen to this. Where is the video? Is this the
When
one?
you don't have kids,
This video did not go through. All right, let me just play some more videos. I'm trying to find the one. Here it is. Why can't I find it? Open. Maybe because I left. Let's see. Is this the one?
Even if your baby mamas have have different baby daddies, I bet they some good ass moms too. The fuck? I really don't like when people downplay moms, bro, because we go through so much shit. Whether you have one kid, whether you fucking working in McDonald's, whether you with a man or not, like, there's that us moms, we go through a lot of fucking shit, and y'all never fucking come to these fuck ass daddies. And then for you to compare me to Nick Cannon, I don't get in Nick Cannon business, but let me tell you something. All my kids live in the same house, and they are raised by a person, and that's me. I raise my kids. You can't compare me to Nick Cannon. I don't got 12 different baby daddies. I got 3 kids with one baby dad, and I'm gonna have a new baby with another man. Let's be very clear. Don't not compare me to Nick Cannon. All my kids live in the same house. All of them. They all got.
What? What? She's absolutely right. And she shouldn't have to defend that. She is absolutely right.
9 to 5, but there's times that it's like, okay, maybe I have to sacrifice a week or two away from my kids so I can make this bread so they can have a good life. My kids are smart as fuck. My kids have everything that I never had. And you know what? It's more, and you're right. It is more than just like, oh, she have money. She have money. She could raise them. Blah blah blah. It's more than money. But guess what? Besides money and besides me providing for my kids, I also give them a lot of time and a lot of love. That's why you see that my daughter is super attached to me. That's why my son loves sleeping next to me, tucked with me. My daughter too. And my new baby, she loves me. So you can't talk to me about my motherhood, baby girl. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I don't know if you upset at yourself at life because you have an expectation of yourself. You wanted something for yourself and you don't have it. But don't put that shit on me. Cause I could judge you. I could be.
Cardi literally drugged and robbed men. Yeah, men have done worse to us. They're lucky that's all she did. They're lucky. I'm not putting her down for none of that. I'm not putting her down when men have. Listen, I told somebody here, they were like, I made a drink for you. And I was like, what is it? Because they had it prepared already. I said, what is it? They said, it's a drink. I said, is there substance in that drink? And they couldn't lie. They were like, yeah. And I was like, I won't take it. Women have been drugged by men. Does P. Diddy not ring a bell? Like, y'all thinking it different. Some of these men are disgusting. I'm not going to fault her for doing what she's doing when men have been doing it to us for years. No, I told you, the only thing I'm mad at Cardi about is calling a woman a nigger. That shit I don't like. Beyond that, I'm not putting her down. Unless y'all women can see how horrible men have been. particularly the black man. So no, don't care anymore. Don't care. Like Whitney, you better lay low. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, she's not married. She don't have no children. So let me show you this media. Listen to this.
Imagine losing your job because you couldn't stop buying cupcakes and then turning around and telling Cardi B what she can spend her time and money on. Now, before we can get into Crystal and her stealing money from her company for them cupcakes, let's get into her latest episode of her podcast. Now, in their latest episode of the podcast, they talk about Cardi B and why it's basically a bad decision for her to have additional children, which is kind of weird.
You never heard of the IUD? You never heard of the pill? You decided to get pregnant by the nigga you cheated on your husband with? Why? This is just dumb bitch shit. This is so fucking stupid. You are bringing a whole new person into the world, girl. It's not playtime. It's not that ugly ass Labubu Kid Fury just got. It's not some toy you can just toss around and it don't matter how it feel about nothing. It don't matter about its circumstances. This is a human being.
Being this impassioned about another person's body is kind of psychotic. You know what else is psychotic? Scamming. Because why was you stealing money from your job for your cupcake business, Crystal? But don't worry, she continues.
Leave this dumb bitch. Of all the time, you had so much time to push out however many kids you fucking wanted to. You chose the most pivotal moment, getting ready to release your sophomore album and finally go on tour because you canceled it the last time. Why? Kids. Finally do that shit. And now you're like, oh, as soon as I had it, I'm ready. I've been stretching. I'm getting my body ready. You getting ready to go lay down and pray that mommy makeover don't kill you like it do so many other women. And then do you a little boom cack 1-2 sidestep on that fucking tour. I hope you girls are ready for her to give you fucking nothing.
The body shaming, the mommy shaming, right? The surgery shaming. It's giving like loser energy. It's the audacity for people because I had to look up this woman. I'm like, who is this speaking? And then I saw her, and then I just went down a tiny rabbit hole and found out about all the fraud and the scams that she was doing. And I'm just like, it couldn't have been the worst person. I have no idea what women's obsession is with what Cardi B does with her millions and her body. I have never understood that fascination. But if I looked like this, I too would be obsessed with the woman who had it all. And the entire takeaway of that full episode is why have they not changed the show from the read to the haters? Because that's all it gave.
That boy gonna have to cut her. That boy is gonna have to cut her from the read. Now, maybe you feel too inadequate to do a show by yourself. That's why it reminded me of Sean when I did it with Sean, because I was like, y'all don't know the whole story, because I was like, Sean, I think it's time for you to go on your own. He didn't want to go on his own. I said, Sean, you are funny. I will push my people to you. Go on your own. He didn't want to go on his own, but he wanted to talk about my grandson. Oh, you want to talk about shit? Oh. She talked about my grandson. And I lost a lot of people behind that because y'all were so mean and so trifling that y'all went with White Sean rather than understanding somebody talked about my grandson who was 4. Yeah, I had to get him up out of there. And I don't care how I did it. I did it the way I wanted to do it. I did it live. Got him the fuck up out of there in front of everybody. You talked about my son my grandson on the live. You get outed on the live. The fuck? And all you motherfuckers left me. Fuck all of you. Because that shit was wrong. That's how loyal blacks are to each other. I did nothing wrong. He talked about my grandson. And that other guy that she's on it, she is Deshaun in my life. He's the nice one. He gonna have to leave her. He gonna have to figure out how to do this by himself. The fuck? And let me tell you something else. I know I'm getting upset, But you know what? This is my style. You don't like my style? Leave. God put that baby in. What if there's a, you guys, what if there's a baby up there going, no, I can't go down and be with Cardi? Because these two done broke up? By the way, I do believe it's Offset baby, but let's pretend. Now I can't go down and be with Cardi as my mommy? And God's like, no, we're going to send you down. And the baby's up there going, how? And God's like, I'm going to put those two together. You're going to go down. Don't worry. You get to have mommy, Cardi as your mommy. Don't give a fuck about a man and how who put the baby in there. Did you know, spiritually, the baby picks the mommy picks the daddy. They up there going, oh, I think I like Cardi. You do? Yeah. She got my spirit. That's the spirit I want to, that's the spirit I want to carry down. Y'all don't know what that baby's going to turn into. Y'all don't know what that baby's going to cure. Y'all never should talk about anybody. I don't care if they got 6 babies from 6 different mamas. Unless y'all talk about the nigger or niggers that put 6 babies in. You know how many men take advantage of women? Because some women are just simple-minded. I'm not putting women down, but there are just some women. Oh, my wisdom tooth. Some women are just simple. So much. Some women are just simple-minded, simple, and you could look at some women and just take advantage of them. P. Diddy, Cassie. I'm not putting Cassie down. I'm saying Cassie's simple-minded, and that's how P. Diddy took advantage of her. Y'all don't know what God has in store for anybody's child. But I'll tell you what, Chrissy. I'll tell you what. The last person I would have fucked with was Cardi. It's given jealousy. It's given pathetic. It's given childless. It's given you can't get a man. I don't never talk about nobody having a man in their life. It's given you can't get a man. Oh, wait. And this is what the bitch said in the end. Let me see. Hold on. Listen to this. This is 3 minutes long, or 4 minutes, or no, 3, 4. I got to do this one. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about whatever her name is, Chrissy. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Chrissy's your child. She's your love. She's your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. She has to leave the podcast. Look, guys, see, y'all, that's why I said let me do this. Because if I played the video, y'all think I switched the cards. I have to tell you, you just put money in Cardi's pocket. Your nasty ass words just put money in Cardi's pocket. So God bless you. You are going to have to walk away from your podcast. You already don't have a lot of money. You're going to try and find a new home, but I think your contract is going to get canceled. The Tower card is showing like the end result of the rest of your life, right? And we're all going to see. We're all going to see and hear what happened to you, all right? You're going to have to put your tail between your legs. I would say you need to fucking apologize, you little bitch. That's what I would say. I think if you ever have a child, you definitely will be a single mom. And that's that. The Wheel of Fortune is here, but I feel like this is Cardi. And I feel like you are going to put more money in Cardi's pocket. Bitch. Now, this is what she said, so I'm going to play it so y'all can see how innocent she's acting now. Oh,
Okay, so y'all know how
that one. This is the one.
Hi guys. Hi Lady Mates. Hi mommy baby girl. Hi. Y'all are really mad. I forgot how exhilarating it is to have this many people pissed off. It's been a while, so I just wanted to clear something up real quick. Like, please continue to have your hashtag discourse. But I'm seeing a lot of that's not appropriate for a therapist to say. What kind of therapist talks like that? I just want to be super clear that I am not a therapist. I have a master's degree in mental health counseling, but I am not licensed. I am not practicing. I do not see clients. And that's very deliberate. I did that on purpose because, number one, I never had any intention of changing careers. Therapists make a lot less than I do on average. And I went to school to learn, not to do something different with my life. I wanted to understand how my therapist was able to help me and do so. So it was just, therapy was really a life-changing experience for me. So I wanted to understand how she did that. And now I know. And I take that education with me. Obviously, it's impossible to separate that from my thoughts and feelings, whatever else. It obviously influences the things I have to say. But I am not a therapist. I haven't been a therapist since I graduated over a year ago. And so I did not want to be bound by all of the rules, regulations, ethics, moral standards, all that therapists have to worry about. I don't have to worry about because I got my degree and left. In New York, you have to do another 3,000 hours post-grad to be licensed. There's exams you have to sit for. I just was never interested in doing that. So I hope this helps. I'm assuming most of you who are mad are Cardi stans or super fans because I've said the same thing about Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, countless other men, even in the same episode. I went straight from dragging Nick Cannon to dragging Cardi B, but y'all are just mad about the Cardi thing, which lets me know this is for y'all to deal with respectfully. This is not on me. I'm very consistent when it comes to kids. I don't play about kids. And that is something that really got solidified in the pursuit of my degree. I learned a lot about child development and child psychology. And so I feel more strongly now than ever that y'all need to be doing right by these kids and not deliberately bringing them into chaos and confusion. So hope this helps. Really loving all this engagement. Keep it up. Thanks so much. Bye.
Kristen, I'm pretty sure you have made some poor choices. I'm pretty sure. Y'all sit on this high horse like y'all don't make bad choices. But I'll wait. I'll wait because we'll never find out if you made bad choices. We watching Cardi unfold in front of us. But Christian, have some seeds. Have some care for other Black women, other Dominican women, other women. Relax. Stop judging. I'm pretty sure you've made some mistakes. I'm pretty sure you would have had to. And everyone that acts like they haven't made mistakes are the first ones to speak up. So don't let me find somebody that knows your stories, because they will let me know. Somebody will come in my DMs and be like, Tracy, you know that girl Christian? Let me tell you something. Relax. This is not about you, girlfriend. It's never going to be about you. That high horse be broke. Well, you don't need to just be saying. I would say to you, Christian, if you have a podcast, go on your own podcast, just like Crissle did, and fail. That's what I would say to you. I'm just saying. No, you get to say whatever you want to say when you create your own. Yeah, keep laughing. Keep laughing, because I'm not the one. It doesn't matter who coddles Cuddy. She gets hate and she gets love. I don't know what the problem is. She gets hate and love. The way I see it, the love wins. That's the way I see it. More people love her. Shakira, didn't I tell you from jump? The one thing I don't like about Cardi is how she talks about black women. That doesn't give Crissle the right to talk about her children and her mothering. Why are y'all confused? I have told Cardi from my platform how the fuck I feel about her. From my platform, I have told her. Y'all need your own platforms so y'all could be ugly and y'all can take the heat. Because I'm telling you right now, you don't talk about nobody else's children. And when someone makes a mistake, maybe Cardi can't see it yet, but I'm going to give her grace to grow the fuck up. I'm going to give her grace to find her Afro-Latina in her because she has not found it. But I'll be goddamn if I sit back and let some other bitch that doesn't have children talk about Cardi and her kids and her mothering. Two wrongs don't make a right. And if that's the type of people that you are, watch. I'll wait because I don't care. I'll wait because judgment's coming for you too. I already know this. I already know. Tell me you never cheated. Now I'm Jesus. Throw the first stone again. Do it again. Because all y'all gonna wind up with boyfriends that cheat on you. Said it? Said it? You're gonna see what Cardi feels. Kids are off limits. And putting her to death on an operating table? And y'all want to tell me how she talked bad about black women? Y'all do the same thing when white women talk bad about you? No, you shut up then, you colonized blacks. But y'all know how to come for another black woman. Why don't you go after white women at your job that treat you like shit? Said it. Said it. Y'all scared of white women. Said it. I don't want to lose my job, but that bitch made me feel bad. Yeah, but you know how to act like you got a lot of mouth on somebody else's podcast. Said it. Oh, you missed a whole feed, Noel. You missed a whole thing. I've been cussing everybody down. I gotta leave in 3 minutes. I got a reading to do. Nobody cares if you actually like Cardi. I don't care if you like Cardi. I care that Crissle talked about her children, her unborn child, have her doing something on the operating table. It went too far. It went too far. And none of y'all have smoke for Offset? None of y'all have smoke for Offset. All you all that's coming on my podcast acting like, well, Cardi said this about black women and Cardi did that and she robbed black. Fuck a black man. I said it. Y'all got nice black men in your lives? Let me know. Fight for your man if he's so nice. Let me know. Because the majority is taking advantage of you because you're the one with the job. They give you babies. They don't marry you. Some of them, when they do marry you, they feel obligated. They hate you. They sit in their thing like a grown ass 5-year-old playing with their bullshit. Half of y'all can't get your men to pay rent that's in your house. Said it. I said it. The whole point of this feed was to let Crissle know she was out of pocket. Why y'all are coming on, joining Crissle? Let me show you Crissle's cards real quick, because y'all crazy. Let me show you her cards. The last thing you want in a reading is the Tower. That's the last thing you want. So for those of you that think I play around with this shit, I don't play around with shit. See that baby right there? That unborn baby? That unborn baby right there? That's her Tower. That's Crissle's Tower. This read is not about Cardi. Y'all gotta grow up. Y'all gotta grow up. The one thing I hate about today's society is how y'all don't put men's behaviors on the block. I hate that. I gotta get out of here. Let me see how much time I have. Probably none. It's 4:30, child. Listen, I'm very passionate, and I'm not protecting Cardi. I'm disturbed at the many things that she has called other women out about. I don't give a fuck what she did to a man. Good for her. Because y'all don't know how to take down a man. Let a motherfucker come to me and try to do some shit to me. Would never happen. Would never happen. Are you kidding me? It would never happen. Let a motherfucker try me. I will take them down with no violence. None. I don't even need violence. Damn. I had 2 cards. I'm going to leave that. And I saw this one, so I'm going to leave it right side up. This one is child wounded. She got some child wounds inside of her. You went and got counseling, not because you wanted to learn something different. You got counseling because of your childhood wounds. That's why you got counseling. And you were a therapist for a minute. And you couldn't handle it because you're not dealing with your childhood wounds. Go back and let someone counsel your ass. This one is upside down trickster. Manipulating others through duplicity. God damn it. Girl, you are not a real woman. You sitting on your high horse with your degrees and all, and you're a nasty little bitch. Tricks childhood pleasure in misleading and upsetting others. That's who she is. She got this podcast to give herself a name, even though she stole donuts from her own company. Like, you're weird. You're weird. It's not about defending Cardi. It's about a woman that's a weirdo. Enjoy your Tower.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.